Suing the SEC. Yeah, you heard me right. This is a brilliant strategy going after the SEC. We're also going to talk about some stablecoin juice because we got some new availability, along with XRP price talk, because XRP may benefit from that first news thing I tipped you with.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Oh, and the juicy comments I've been getting from you. Speaking of, I share your comments first before we get into the crypto news. Why? Because you're the most important. Yes, you are the reason why I do this. Aaron Brooks starts us off and says, I don't know, Klaus. Sure, the appeal gives us more opportunities to stuff our bags with cheap XRP, but does it not also give Ripple's competitors time to catch up and make plays on cross-border payments? I'm not holding my breath anymore. Next time I hit 60 cents, I'm taking profits. I'm very glad you brought that up because, yes, it does give the competitors more time to do their action while Ripple gets suppressed. But think about this. Ripple is also going ahead with RLUSD, and I really, really like that product. All right? And they're saying screw you to the SEC. So, yes, it does give the competitors time, but at the same time, too, Ripple's still going forward. Meditation for relaxation, and I meditate often, especially getting ready for race time, because I got a race in like less than 4 weeks. Love how you troll Charles. Makes me forget the thousands I'm down in my portfolio in Cardano ADA. We're going to talk price action, and speaking of Cardano and how far people are down 89% from the all-time high. One of the worst performing ones out there. Not to make you feel bad, but just to show you the stats. Because remember, I bring you the news, whether it's good or bad, happy or sad, no pumping here, no wine and dining, 69, unless you're my wife. Bitcoin sitting at 62,496, while ETH is 2440. BNB's climbing back to 600. Been able to play the pumps and bumps on BNB. 15 to 20% moves on the hit. Sol at 143, while XRP's at 52.7. Sweet. People taking some profits. Why? Well, guess what? I've got more sweet news coming up. For those of you out there that watch this channel, you saw the video yesterday where I talked about, hey, you need to stay relevant. You need to have volume that's juicy. You want people in on your action. Well, guess what? Since SWE launches a little trust action, and then, you can convert that into an ETF, guess what happened? USDC on the SWE network, I'm telling you, you stay relevant, people are going to want to play in your backyard. Oh, speaking of backyard, we're not even close to being cleaned up yet. Can we not have another hurricane? As of right now, this should miss us to the south, but Florida is just going to get absolutely bombed. I know we're going to get some wind, some rain, so please, Storm, can you just magically disappear? Like, please, can you do that along with Epstein? Like, what happened to Epstein? Can we do the same thing to the Storm? And by the way, where's the list? Where's the client list for Epstein? And who are all the people at Diddy's parties? We kind of want to know this stuff. Crypto.com sues the SEC over crypto regulations following a Wells notice. America. Big titties America. This is fucking awesome. The lawsuit comes after Crypto.com received a Wells notice from the SEC indicating that the company might face some enforcement action. While a Wells notice is just the potential, let's be honest here. We know the SEC is going to tax that ass. Crypto.com claims this decision was made without a proper legal framework and lacks a consistent basis, given that many other crypto transactions are similar to those involving BTC and ETH. Think about this, and this is why this is totally freaking brilliant, okay? Let's say you and I are trading, right? And let's say all of a sudden you're like, hey, bro, let's buy some Bitcoin. I'm, oh, cool. So we buy some Bitcoin, and then we sell some Bitcoin, and we make some money on it. Pretty cool, right? Well, that's listed as a commodity, right? That's registered or recognized as a commodity. So people are cool with that. Now, what if we buy a little XRP and then we sell a little XRP? Wait a minute. Isn't that the same exact transaction as Bitcoin? So then how is XRP different? Because when we buy and sell XRP on the exchange level, Ripple doesn't make money on that. Ripple doesn't make any money on that at all. The money Ripple makes is from their primary sales. So again, this goes back to secondary and protecting us, which is the big key. Institutional level stuff is going to have one hell of an uphill battle. All right, they're really going to have a big uphill battle. But if we can keep pressuring the SEC, and this is a good start. Crypto.com continues and says, our decision to sue the SEC follows our receipt of a Wells notice from the commission staff illustrating that the SEC's unauthorized and unjust regulation by enforcement campaign continues despite bipartisan indications that the next administration will take a more constructive, effective approach in advancing crypto in the U.S. Like I said, great move here trying to protect the secondary markets. And realistically, what's the difference on the exchange level? On the primary level, that's a different fight and a different argument. And I think we all can agree with that. But on the secondary sales level, like what you and I participate in, this is freaking great. Okay, now, people out there that are like, oh, we do business with USDC. Oh, we do business with USDT. Oh, man, we're partnered with Franklin Templeton. Dude, these companies partner with everyone. All they do is they work with what's hot at the moment to make the most from the action at the time. It's all about taking opportunities of juicy hotness and riding that hot wave. Circle's USDC now available on the SWE network. I think it's now on like 12, maybe 13 different networks. And by the way, you can swap all of those for free. Yeah, you don't need a bridge currency. You just swap them bad boys. This is really important. Global fintech company and stablecoin issuer Circle announced the launch of USDC on the SWE mainnet, making it available to developers and users without the need for bridging. Moreover, Circle Mint and Circle APIs now fully support USDC and SWE, facilitating easy access to USDC liquidity while leveraging SWE's fast and secure network. All right, so everyone is basically running the same playbook. And by the way, if you want to read this announcement in more depth on it, along with all the other articles in this video, guess what you could do? You could check out the description down below, because that's where the links are going to be. So think, SWE gets the not the ETF, they get the trust announcement, right? It takes them from $1, like up to $2.07, $2.10, somewhere around there, right? Dude, that's big action. Now people are like, yo, let's launch a little USDC on SWE. They're capitalizing on what's hot, and that's why you have to stay relevant in crypto. And I know this really sucks with the case with XRP, but it still keeps it relevant. You still get some little pump action in the secondary market when it comes to Torres action, when it comes to appeals action. Okay, so be good, happy that you stay relevant, because when you're not relevant, people aren't going to launch new products with you. I talk a lot about Stellar, and the reason I have is because we've covered it on the channel now for how many years? And showing you how the community, the buying community out there is just vanishing. The volume's not there. No one's going to launch new products if XLM volume isn't there. But you see, when the volume is there, people want to play in your backyard. Speaking of playing in the backyard, XRP set to explode as the SEC gets exposed. Now, I don't think XRP is going to get exposed. Obviously, the rectum believes so, but the rectum also believes everything is positive in that it's all sunshine, rainbows, and lollipops. Yes, is it good that Crypto.com is going after the SEC? Yeah, of course. It protects secondary markets. But it still comes down to utility, and utilization. Not just trading, but building and making products that actually use XRP. If all of us out there are just speculating on XRP and the price and not using it via dApps and all this other stuff, or making big payments with it, payments that actually affect supply and demand out there, then we're just in a speculative bubble. And earlier we talked about, hey, making you feel better because you're down big time with Charles ADA. Well, XRP, we talked about that earlier too, saying, hey, yeah, this is great because it gives us more time to stack cheaper, but at the same time, this gives competitors time to go forward. And we're not even at the stacking price range. Like I said, this is the meh price range. People really get excited at that 47 cent down lower. They really, really do. And right now, we're not at that. We also can't hold these 60-cent moves, as you've seen here. The other trend has been the peaks over this last year from Torres action on have been less and less and less, and that's not a good thing. Is the volume there? Yes, the volume is there. So it's going to keep it relevant. And with relevance comes what, everyone? People want to play in your backyard. But it also means that people don't want to play in the XRP backyard because the court case is going to get dragged on for a couple years. And there's players out there, and just admit it, right? Just get rid of the whole, like Hopi and BS. There are some of you out there that you want to make some money. You want to stack some cash, right? And you're sitting here going, dude, I don't want to miss out, though, on other things that are going to move. If XRP is going to be suppressed for a couple more years because of the case, I don't want to miss out on moves. Sweet, more than 2x'd. ICP was floating around $2, $3, and it's still over 8. So there are things that are making moves, and I think that's the big fearful thing I have for XRP is that you're going to get more people like, okay, I don't want to miss out. This case is going to go on for a few more years. I could still buy XRP, sub 50 cent if I just pay attention to the charts. And then what? And then volume kind of erodes? But you're going to have a lot of news events, a lot of small news events. You're going to have filings. You're going to have explanations on that stuff. And these little news events could also create interest, too. So it's definitely a double-edged sword here. But main news is you got to stay relevant or else people are not going to want to play in your backyard. And right now, people want to play in Swee's backyard. But, boy, there's some cryptos out there that no one wants to play in that backyard. Salted grape. But it is about staying hot, and it is about staying relevant. But you also got to build stuff that people want to use. There was a comment in an earlier video today that said, you know what? We want crypto to even not be like it's just not there. Like when you're using something, an app on your phone, you don't realize it's tied to crypto. And it's totally true. When we talk about adoption, it's not getting more people to buy XRP, XLM Suite. No, it's getting more people to use the products that are built that are benefiting those networks, the ecosystems, the native token holders, the devs and all that. Or else it's just a speculative mess of speculation. And that's seriously a really big risky thing. Because if we don't start getting some programs on there built where people actually use, because be real here. I mean, just totally be honest, right? Pull back the curtains of lies, pull back all the BS and all that. Just open the curtains up. Let's expose ourselves, okay? How many out there use a product other than trading for crypto, other than swapping and stuff like that? I mean, right? I mean, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's not like a bunch of us out there are using all these apps that are crypto background built. No, it's not happening. But we need it to happen. But what did happen, though, is Crypto.com said, yo, SEC, girlfriend, we're going to put the pressure on you, and I like it. Which makes me wonder if Ripple's going to put the pressure on the SEC and appeal that as well, saying, can't fight this. As that news breaks, I'll be sure to share it with you. So make sure you hit the like button and subscribe button so you don't miss out on that juicy action. Now, in less than 4 weeks, I have a race. I am nowhere near ready for it, but we're going to keep training. We're going to keep giving it our best. I've kind of had a little bit of a setback with the weather as of late and being busy doing that crap. And I'm sure the course is an absolute mess because it's in the mountains where the storm hits. So yay, Klaus, this will be a fun one. Hence the salted grape drink. So what am I going to do? Well, I already ran earlier with my son. Kudos to him. He's starting to get into this stuff with me. And now I'm going to go lift with my son and my daughter. That's right. We've got upper body along with functional core work. And then we got some basketball to play. Got to stay active because I got to race because I want to at least finish. Choo-choo, bitches.